Tom Clark's Main Event is a Boink Studios production. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Boink Studios, and check us out on boinkstudios.com, where you can see all of our projects, past, present, and future. And now, on with the show.
This is Daddy's show. Step off.
Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the program, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Clark, and this is Tom Clark's Main Event. We're back once again here on Facebook Live. Glad you are with us. We're also recording today. The show will post on YouTube and is always available on boinkstudios.com. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. This is episode number 168, and yes, we're moving right along here on Facebook Live. We want to thank everyone for joining us here, of course, and for coming back each and every week. Much thanks to Heidi Ryan and the whole crew at Wrestling Rumors for giving us this platform. We do greatly appreciate it. So episode number 167 was some pro wrestling stuff. Very generic headline, I know, I get it. We talked about all sorts of stuff from WWE, AEW, New Japan, everything in between. But now, we're moving on. Big things next week. I know you can't wait to talk about it, so we're going to get into it today. This time, the main event is WWE Super Showdown and AEW Revolution. Man, that's a mouthful. We got it all out. Yo, what's up? Hope everyone out there is doing freaking fantastic today. Happy Friday to you. This is Tom. I'm Tom. What's up? I'm looking at the wrong camera. If you guys are just listening to the audio version of this podcast, you're missing out on all the hairy goodness that is the one and only Tom Clark. Okay, I lied. There's a bunch of other Tom Clarks out there. However, there's not only one Tom Clark that looks exactly like this, I think, for all I know. Maybe there's no evil doppelgangers lurking around out there somewhere that have like a different sort of beard and an eye patch or something. It's like a mirror universe Tom Clark. I'm rambling, aren't I? My apologies. It's kind of what I do. Hope everyone out there is doing fantastic out there today. And I'm getting some funny comments happening today. All right, so how's everyone doing out there today, man? It's very cold here. We're getting comments about the weather. I'm in North Carolina. Needless to say, in 1 week, 2 weeks ago, we had 70 degrees, followed by flash floods, and then the day after that, it was snow. I'm not making this stuff up. We're expecting locusts. I've made that joke. I don't care. When they start falling from the sky, no one in my state is going to be surprised. Period. Chad in Kansas City. Going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Didn't know I could sing, did you? Neither could I. Neither did I. Cold as crap in Ohio. Yeah, man. How's everybody out there? Everyone's giving me their name and location. Here's the problem with the name and location stuff, folks. Once you do it one time, everybody does it, right? It's like a roll call. Everyone does it, man. It's crazy. So, Toby's already chiming in. Super Showdown is just trash. I won't be watching. Well, guess what, Toby? A lot of other people won't either. I don't know. You're right. I mean, a lot of people are not. They don't care about it. Wilf has minus. Wilf is in Manitoba, Canada, right? Yes? Minus 30. Crazy. Evil twin. Some would call me the evil Tom Clark. I'm not going to lie to you, man. There's some people out there that think I'm just the devil, as they say. But it's all good, man. I own it. I don't run from the criticism, man. I own it, okay? You can't see the shirt. I'm always repping a different wrestler. This time I'm repping Mox. You can't see the shirt because of the angle of the camera. My apologies. I like to show off the shirt, and I can't do that this time. It is what it is. So, yes. So, there we go. Man, has anyone out there ever used the OBS software? Because, man, this is my feed in OBS is completely live, and I wish to God that I could see your comments in OBS live. And I'm sure there's a way to do it, but as I said, this is all new territory for me. I've never used this software before, so. Gray beard. What's up, Luke? Luke, I'm going to take offense to that comment, because I don't like my gray beard. It's okay, man. It's all good. See, Pentagon Jr. needs to go back to being a singles wrestler. I could see him as the leader of the Dark Order. I still think it's going to be Matt Hardy or Luke Harper. I think it's going to be Harper, to be honest with you. Travis asking about possibly selling a pay-per-view to another. I hate it. I hate the idea of another network. I can't stand it. I've been on board. I've been a subscriber for WWE Network since day one. Okay, I hate it. If I'm gonna be honest with you, they're not doing a whole lot to keep my business these days. They delete classic material, and if they start the new pay format, and they make things more expensive, and they delete content, then guess what? I may not be around too much longer for WWE streaming service, WWE Network. I don't think I need to. I've got Ring of Honor, I've got New Japan, I got stuff to keep me busy. So no offense to them, I love the old stuff, but if I have to, I'll just rip a bunch of old video from WWE Network and just watch it. Nate's sending me links. God bless you, Nate. Awesome. Elvis Martinez, best name ever. Susie's screaming at me because she's going to be on Cruise to the Bahamas. First of all, Susie, don't scream. It's all good. It's only a problem if you make it one, right? But have fun on the cruise. I've taken 3 cruises, and they're fun, man. They're so much fun. If you've never been on one, you're going to have a blast. If you have been on one, have fun. Either way, have fun. You're going to dig it. So, okay, folks, so we're going to go ahead and get into the show. I'm going to hope I don't start baking up here. Hello, Sandy in Germany. I can always count on Sandy. Hi from Germany. What's up, my friend? I'm going to hope I don't start baking up here. We're going to go ahead and run down the Super Showdown card. Wilf's going to Raw. Have fun, Wilf. John Cena's coming back from Mania, Russell. Where he's at this moment, I don't know. I think maybe he's in the bathroom. I don't know. Okay, folks, let's run down the card. Raw Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Murphy as of yet unnamed heel stable. They're Raw just supposed to call Seth Rollins and his guys, I guess, versus the Street Profits. I love the Street Profits. I don't know why they're getting mixed up in this. The only reason is for the tag team titles. I don't really care for Rollins and Murphy as tag team champs. I don't hate it, but I don't care for it either. I love Seth. I think Seth has been overexposed to a great degree, but he is the top guy on Monday Night Raw. That comes with the territory. WWE doesn't know when to pull back. They go full throttle all the time. What's up, Troy? Hello, Robert and Tejas. Hope everybody's doing great out there. So, yeah, I feel like Seth's been overexposed, but that is part of the deal in WWE. They push and 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 they push some more until you learn. You just grow and learn to hate. Grow to hate the superstars, which is what a lot of people have done with Seth. Danny, I loved Keith Lee and Dominant Dijakovic, but at the same time, they're going to do it again. I don't think they need to do it again. All their matches have been quality. Why in the world you would keep it up, I have no idea. It's just the whole thing is really, really weird to me. I just don't get it, man. I wish I could tell you I knew what was going on. I love both guys, but the fact that they're consistently butted against each other, it's kind of making me start to wonder, can they have 5-star matches with anybody else? Not that they can't. But I think maybe there's a danger there of having that stigma attached to them. Like, who are Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens' best matches against each other? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not trying to be a prognosticator here, folks. I don't know if that's going to be the deal or not, but, we'll see. David in Port Pirie, Australia. David, it's 3:47 a.m. Oh, my God, David. Before the rooster crows, he's awake watching Tom Clark's Main Event. My God in heaven. David is my new favorite fan. All the rest of you people are going to have to do a lot to catch up to David. David, hello, in Down Under, the land down under. That's awesome. I told you guys before that the concept of distance fascinates me to no end. It's very odd. Like, again, I made the joke last week, like, how do airplanes work? That's kind of me, which is so dumb. It's funny, but it's dumb at the same time. I'm fascinated by that. At some point during this show, Claire from the UK, from Manchester, England, is going to chime in and tell us that she's on the way home. I've come to expect it. I've come to live for it. It's a highlight of my Friday. It's a highlight of my week, to be honest with you. And I can't wait to see Claire pop up. She will pop up. This will be fun. Everyone wait for Claire and be ready to say hello when she pops up. Don't say hello yet. Wait till she pops up. By the way, if you're only listening to the audio version of this show, man, are you missing out. You're totally missing out, dude. For real. So, yeah. Dane versus Dijakovic was good. Yeah, no, Danny, I'm not. Yeah, you're right. I'm not saying Dijakovic can't work anyone else. I'm just saying, in my opinion, if you're not familiar with their work against anyone else, I think there's a danger of those two guys being linked so closely together that they can't really separate. Bob asked what my idea was, the Goldberg and the Fiend. We're going to get to that. Okay, we're doing Super Showdown right now. Let's go ahead and fly through this card if you'd like to. The first ever 2-week trophy gauntlet match. I see R-Truth. I see Rusev. Why would you roll the R in Rusev if he's like Siberian? What is he? Bulgarian, right? Andrade, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Eric Rowan. I mean, the 2-week trophy. I don't know what you think about it.
Hot garbage.
That's what I'm thinking about it. Man, I wish you could hear that. It's a great soundbite. If you're listening to the audio version, you're getting stuff that the people watching on Facebook aren't getting. So it's a bonus. So if you only watch the video version of the show, be sure you subscribe to the podcast. That way that sucker downloads to the smart device ever you're choosing. And there's no charge ever for my content. Isn't that fun? It's good stuff. Danny driving from driving ambulance, listening, taking someone to the hospital. Danny, are you legit taking someone to the hospital while listening to my show? Danny, first of all, drive safely, Danny. For sure, drive safely. Second, that's so metal that you're listening to my show drive someone to the hospital. That's so awesome. I'm in love with that. Everyone do that. Everyone go get a job as a paramedic so you can take someone to the hospital and listen to my show. That's freaking awesome. Jenna's here. What's up, Jenna? How are you? Hello, Ray. Hello, Danny. Alma, what's up? How are you? Yes, Will. Hot garbage. 100% right. Christopher Sims is calling it the Blood Money Trophy. Listen, man, you guys know how I feel about the whole Saudi Arabia thing with WWE. I'm not a fan of it. Never have been, never will be. I do agree it's blood money. It's a blood money events. I'm sorry. It's how I feel. And I'll always back up those comments with this comment. I mean, no disrespect to the good people of Saudi Arabia at all. There's plenty of people in that country that just want to raise their kids and have a chance at an honest living. And I would never not believe that. I know there's cultural differences between us here in the States and everyone else in the rest of the world. I know that. I get that, folks. And I know that we're all raised differently, taught to believe different things and all that. And I totally get that, totally. But for me, in my opinion, the moment you have kids, it's a game changer. And I truly believe that if people in that country had their way, there would be no war. I mean, I just don't what good... What's that? What's the song? What good is war? Right? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I know. I'm sorry. Couldn't help it. What's next for Adam Cole, baby? Adam Cole's the man, dude. I love me some Adam Cole. Never go to the main roster, Adam. They'll kill you. Just like they'll kill Gargano. That's why Gargano and Ciampa, neither one need to go to the main roster. And to my knowledge, they neither one have any intention of going to the main roster. It's a terrible idea. Never go to the main roster if you can help it. Want to know why? Because that's why. Boom. Gone. It's over. So, yeah. Let's get to the rest of this card, folks. Roman Reigns versus King Corbin in a steel cage match for some ungodly reason. No one really knows why, and no one cares. Baron Corbin is about as fun to watch as paint drying, as grass dying, as any of the number of things I could think of to rhyme, as birds flying. It's that fascinating. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just don't. Dude, he is, and look, I'm not on the anti-Corbin bandwagon because it's the thing to do. I was one of the guys from day one who said Corbin's not, he doesn't have it. No disrespect. He would take disrespect to that. I get it. But here's the problem. In that company, you don't know what anyone's capable of because the governor's so firm on them. They're not allowed to be themselves or speak from the heart or do what they want to do because they're so firmly controlled. Do you think we're going to have a new NXT female? No, I don't. I think Ripley keeps the title. I think she pins Charlotte at the pay-per-view. My opinion. Talking about WrestleMania, right? Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. Is awesome. Jason says Baron Corbin is awesome. You need to quit being so mean. Oh, Jason. Perish the thought. Baron Corbin has information could potentially indict Vince McMahon. Oh, Nate, I'm with you, pal, for sure. Waylon, you do have an assorted cast of characters. Bianca's from there, and Kane's your mayor. Pretty cool, yeah. Sandy, have you hung out before? Sandy, have you ever watched Tom Clark's main event? Well, guess what? I'm Tom Clark. This is the main event. Winks are free here, by the way. It's no charge. Thanks for hanging out, by the way. Very cool of you. Hope you come back again next week. Actually, we won't be here next week. No, we will not be here next week. Full disclosure, folks. Yours truly is heading up to Fletcher, North Carolina for High Velocity Wrestling. We're continuing our string of live events. Our follow-up to our big comeback event from January 25th is called First Strike. We're coming next weekend, February 29th, to Fletcher, North Carolina, back to the HVW Arena. I'm very pumped up about that. I will not be live next Friday, just so you know. Elvis says he's listening. I'm listening while I'm opening up shop at the flea market. Elvis, sell some stuff, baby. Make your money. That's awesome. How can they keep the pay-per-views? Actually, watching pay-per-view when I watch AEW. Michael, they have been keeping up. AEW is getting progressively better, for sure. I agree. Man, so listen, this is going to become a thing for me really, really quickly. What's everybody doing right now? And if you're doing something illegal, you can keep it to yourself. Don't incriminate yourself here on the air because they'll hold it against you. By the way, one of my good friends is an attorney. He'll tell you that. So, if you want to, what are you doing right now? That'd be awesome. Yes, Bulldog's going to the Hall of Fame, Jenna. Yes, that's the word on the street, as they say. Will there ever be a dart match after Tom Clark's main event? I love that. I love that. Yeah, after the match, I come out and beat the living crap out of somebody. It's fun. Yes, Cody's moonsault was epic on AEW for sure. Jay says, now Bianca Belair is trash, and I hope Charlotte Flair rips her head off for calling her out like that. Folks, Jason Michael Campbell's really invested in this storyline, folks. You guys should know that. Hair. You know how I know it's time for a beard trim, by the by? When hair starts getting in your mouth, that's how you know it's time. Will says he's waking up. Larry says he's making a sandwich. Enjoy that sandwich, Larry. Yours truly is cutting back, man. No more bread. No more lots of things. I'm cutting back. I lost 50 pounds last year, and I've gained probably 25 of it back because I'm an idiot. I'm not one of those people that can just eat what he wants to. It's just not me. I don't have the DNA for that. I just don't. Just straight up. If I eat, I gain weight, so I have to really be careful. You know what I mean? So everyone's going to lunch. Everyone has something on me. Not on me. I'm not paying for it. Has something for me. Oh, yeah. What about the pro wrestling stuff? Let's see. SmackDown Tag Team Champions The New Day versus The Miz and John Morrison. How excited are you to see Miz and Morrison back together? Do you care? Does it mean anything to you? I don't have any idea. I like John, and I like Miz as well. I like both these guys. Do I like them together? And Christopher's at Waffle House. My God, enjoy that amazingly great, fantastic, greasy food. I love it. Alan's driving. Be careful. What's your prediction for John Cena at WrestleMania? Waylon Bunch. By the way, great name. Chopped on his head from a botch spot from Nyla Rose. Or shouldn't that, instead of Nyla, shouldn't that be Nia Jax? Saying. Maybe either or, right? Nyla could probably take me out for sure. What's everyone saying? Bray Wyatt and John Cena for Mania? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess they could technically do anything they wanted to do with Cena for sure. Ryan, Binghamton, New York. What's up, my friend? Oh, Victor's having waffles. You guys are making me hungry. Yes, the new AEW action figures are epic. I love them. Oh, that's right. David's up early in the morning. Get some rest, brother. Watch the replay, man. It's all good. Let's see. Yeah, so we got Michael's a Viking Raiders fan. I love them much better when they were just the War Machine. By the way, have you seen Mox's new shirt? I'm getting that sucker with the skull with the barbed wire around it. Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. I love that stuff. My kid's like, I want one too. I'm like, you can't wear it to school. He's like, crap. Because, blood and barbed wire and whatnot. It's all good. I may get him one anyway. He can just wear it around the house, So Nala's had the belt for 10 minutes, and Jason's already proclaiming her a horrible women's champion. Well, some people would say Riho had that title because she was never there. The commute back and forth from Japan was a big deal, for sure. Shane says Hangman Page needs to turn on Omega and hang him with a noose over the top rope. Oh, Hangman's turning on Kenny. You guys know that, right? Shane, you called it. But I think we all caught it 2 weeks ago. Oh, there's no doubt about it. He's totally turning on him. No, I don't think there will be a new Four Horsemen, and if there is, it will never be able to recreate the magic of the first one because no one created the first one. The first Four Horsemen just came together. It all happened because it was meant to happen, because the chemistry was there. It was natural. Everyone was in the right place at the right time. It was magic. You can't recreate magic. They can try. We're getting there. Goldberg and The Fiend, we're getting there. I thought the new Ruthless Aggression documentary was just yet another way for WWE to pat itself on the back. Took credit for a lot of stuff and made themselves sound good, but it's the pro wrestling company. It's what they do. Nate, I saw your comment. That's awesome. Chuck, we'd love to bring HVW to New York. It's not going to happen right now, but dude, that's a dream, is to go all over the country at some point. That'd be awesome. No doubt. The whole Ruthless Aggression thing felt like it ended too soon. You know what I mean? But it's WWE, man. It's communist propaganda, no matter how you look at it. This coming from the social media director of a pro wrestling company. But hey, it's my gig. What do you think of the DX version NXT Triple H picked? I haven't heard about that, Jason. Who you got? Is that like an interview or a quote or something? Kenny turn on Paige. Toby. God, I like that, Toby. Yeah, the ultimate swerve. The guy that you think's going to turn heel doesn't turn heel. In fact, he ends up being the face. Toby, shut up. Now, my only comment to that would be is that AEW doesn't have a ton of strong baby faces. They got Mox, and they got Cody, Dustin, and they got Kenny. I mean, if you take Kenny away from that equation, it'll be imbalanced. Christopher, the plan is to stream HVW. Nate's on here watching. That's the plan, is to stream First Strike next Saturday night. How and where that's going to happen, I can't tell you at the moment. I promise you I will keep you guys as up to date as I possibly can as the time gets here. I promise you. Shane, if AEW chooses to move to Monday night, they'll get destroyed. I like AEW. I enjoy the product. I love a lot of the guys and gals there. It's a terrible idea. I don't know if there's any truth behind it. They're just fine where they are. They have no business moving anywhere. It's my call. I enjoy Darby, Michael. I wasn't a Darby Allin fan to begin with, but he's winning me over. I got to be honest with you. I'm more the old school guy where I'm like, dudes should be heavier than 120 pounds, But like, no disrespect to Darby. But I don't know. A lot of that I'm sort of changing my tune because he's fun to watch, man. He's captivating. People love him. At the end of the day, what matters is does the crowd love you? And I talked last week about Jeff Hardy, about how over he is. Which he totally is and probably always will be for the rest of his days, man. I think that Darby has that Jeff Hardy connection to fans. People look at him and they see a real dude who really puts his body on the line and loves what he does for a living. And I think that's what they got from Jeff, is just a natural charisma, a natural person, a real person. Paige could replace Kenny as a face. He's wet. Yeah, no, okay, Toby, I'll bite. I'll buy that. I'll bite. Sure. Imagine Kenny and Jericho working together. Wow, that'd be something. That'd be something. All right, let's continue with the card, shall we? Universal Champion, the one you guys have been talking about, The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus a Goldberg. So what are your thoughts on this one? Who do you think's going over? I think this is pretty hard to call. I'd like to say that I've got an idea one way or the other, but honestly, I don't. I don't think I have an idea one way or the other, if I'm being straight with you. I think they could play this one whatever way they wanted to. I can't get my words out. Whatever way they wanted to. Any idea if and who might at Hogan WrestleMania? Joe, no, and I don't care. No disrespect. I'm not really a Hogan guy. I don't think he's got any business being in the ring unless it's a 9-second thing with a face-off with somebody. That's fine, but wrestling? Ugh, no. MJF needs to talk about hard times to Cody. That would get... Oh, my God, Elvis. I love that. Just have... And, Cody would be fine with it. Have MJF mock the promo. Hard times, daddy. You put hard times on America, on the American fans, baby. On the American people by taking out the American dream. Did you tune in to see a Dusty Rhodes impression? Well, you're getting what you paid for. It's fun. This is because wrestling and women wrestle there now. I know what this part. Jason, I'm against Saudi Arabia for the backwards way of thinking. A lot of that exists in that country. They let one women's match happen in WWE. Yay! Maybe tomorrow they'll be able to speak in public without getting shot. I don't know. I'm no disrespect. I'm just. And WWE is all about that, by the way, dude. About just taking. Listen, it's one milestone at a time, pal. We just take it as we get it. We're making history. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, blah, whatever. You know what I mean? Not to crap on what you said. I mean, what you said has merit, but I'm kind of over it. Bray has to go over, Toby says. If an old part-time guy takes down the Fiend, that would. This is not an old part-time guy. This is Goldberg. Have you seen Goldberg lately, Toby? Have you seen him? This is not an old part-time guy. This is not Terry Funk who can barely walk. God bless Terry Funk who can barely walk. This is Goldberg. If Goldberg smashed Bray and killed him, you really think it would look bad? Dude, come on, man. This is not even Taker. Taker, who's practically bald and is hanging on to that hair for all he's worth, God bless him, and trying his best to still look like it's 1990. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyone sending me instant messages right now, just know that I can't answer at the moment. Just to let you guys know. John says, I'm only for anything for Sting. Dean Ambrose. God. Greg Huffman on my back about not on my back, but no, he's talking about John Moxley. John Moxley now, Greg. Yeah, I've gotten that before, but John, I'm sure, would disagree with who I look like because, yeah, I think I just look like good old Tom. They're going to call me good old Tom, like good old JR or something, or bad old Tom. That'd be fine, I suppose, too, right? Will forgot about the show. Will, you should be upset with yourself, Will. We're all mad at you. Everyone boo Will. Will Moore forgot the show. Boo Will, boo. Everyone boo him. Shame, Will, shame. It's fun. Everyone's going to start shaming you in like 0.2 seconds. Just help Herberg. Yeah, Victor called it. Goldberg set the tone for that match with Taker last year in Saudi Arabia when he headbutted the door and nearly knocked himself out cold. Go back and watch that. He almost knocked himself out cold. That's the truth. And WWE didn't talk about that. Goldberg didn't talk about it, but that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Arn will turn on Cody and cost him the match against MJF. Shane, I think that's a very predictable thing, and I kind of hope it doesn't happen, to be honest with you. Follow the Berlin Wall. WWE could be a small transfer from into a country of smart marks. Yes, Nathan, but you can't tell me that WWE has a tenth of the power or the magic that David Hasselhoff possesses. Hoff could cure cancer if he so chose to. Thank you, Elvis. Will, it's okay, brother. I'm just playing with you. So yeah, what do you guys think, man? I'm not gonna stay too long on this match. I'll say Goldberg for the win. If Goldberg doesn't win, someone will screw him out of it and set up the match between Goldberg and whoever at Mania. That's what I think. And joins MJF, Spears, Tully, and Wardlow in a faction. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Toby, I don't hate that at all. You got MJF as sort of the Flair figure. Spears would be the I don't know, like the Tully figure, right? Wardlow is like the Lex Luger / Barry Windham figure, and you're still missing a fourth guy, right? Right? But no, I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, man, Gary called it. Cody's moonsault. You guys have already talked about it. It was insane. He didn't even hesitate. That's what was scary about it. Very death-defying move. And I'm going to tell you something. Cody had to have a lot of trust in Wardlow to do that stuff, man. He had to trust that Wardlow, first of all, was going to catch him, be in the right position. Here's something that happens when you go down from that height. Your body doesn't go in the direction you wanted it to go. It just doesn't. You start off in one place. If you go back and look at the video, he started off in one spot and he ended up in another spot. Because your body does unnatural things when you're going backwards, head over heels. You can't control it. Like Tony said, you can't control it, right? So, yeah, that's crazy. Thank God he's okay. We haven't heard anything that he's not okay, put it that way. Elvis, did you? Yeah, my bad. Who would be? Well, Arn would be the brain. He would be the J.J. Dillon of the group, right? The Brain Busters are in AEW. Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson. I think Ric Flair will be over there because... No, Rick's got a Legends contract with WWE, doesn't he? So... Wardlow did his part, John. To be fair, he did. Wardlow more than did his part. Side note, thoughts on Austin for the Raw for the March 18th show, 316. I think it's went off because of the date. I love Austin, man. I mean, he's great to have around. He doesn't care about it anymore, to be honest. Why would he? He put his time in. Thorpe Mirror would be Hangman Page. That'd be interesting. That's the Barry Windham type, right? For sure. Toby, as of right now, the rumor going around about Jeff is that Jeff wants to split his time and do different things. He still wants to work for New Japan. I can't say that he's signed a full-time contract with AEW, but I think, if I'm guessing, he's signed based on appearances. That would be my guess. What if Dustin joins MJF? But Elvis, that rehashes the old brother versus brother thing, and I thought they left that at a good spot. I don't think you need to revisit that, in my opinion. They're definitely setting up Ciampa and Gargano for sure. See how Sammy G sold that super kick? Oh, that thing was beautiful, wasn't it? Danny, awesome. Good to hear him, man. Great. Danny's back from driving someone to the hospital. Coolest thing ever. Is it true that Stone Cold is coming back to WWE? I heard it's going to happen. Well, no. Not in the ring, baby. Everyone calm down. Steve Austin is 40-something now. Older? Is he older than 40-something? Is he 50? Wow. Do you think AEW is better than WWE? Anthony, that's a loaded question, man. That's a very subjective opinion, very subjective point of view. It's all subjective. What's your definition of better? What's your definition of good? What's your definition of great? Mine may not be yours. Yours may not be mine. Yours may not be the guy next to you. Mine might not be the guy next to me. It's just, I don't think there is a version of better. It's whatever is fun for you. Whatever you enjoy watching is good to watch. I would say don't close your mind to any and all wrestling programming just because you love one company. I say keep your mind open. JB on the Hall of Fame, long overdue. Yeah, well, I mean, it's Vince's Hall of Fame. He can do what he wants. I like Bradshaw. I always have. I used to write for the guy. JBL had a blog called the Layfield Report. I was like the second duty hired. In fact, I might have been the first duty hired. First or second. And I'm happy to say, I've been carrying this around with me for years. JBL still owes me $250. True story. Never paid up. So, Nathan says the answer is NJPW better. I love New Japan, baby. I do. You know what I mean? Again, my definition of great and better is not maybe someone else's. I love New Japan. I can't help it. Brad says AEW is more entertaining. Stone Cold is 55. I had no idea he was 55. That's insane. Crazy. Lucha Brothers versus the Briscoes, Gary. Oh my God, that's awesome. Oh my, and I'll tell you something right now. If Mark and Jay have never worked through, you know they want it. Believe it, you know they want it, man. For sure. That'd be great. Now you got me wanting to see that. One match left. It's the Super Showdown. It's the main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 784 pounds, the unstoppable, the unbeatable, the indestructible, the immovable, the immovable, the biggest legend in the history of the world, Barack. Don't call me Incredible Hulk. Lesnar versus Ricochet. Ricochet, good luck, pal. Brock's going over. Brock's going to kill him. Brock's going to kill him dead. Ricochet will be dead. And Ricochet, I'm just saying, it's holy God. Blah. Ricochet is not a guy that, first of all, you let talk. Ricochet can't talk. Either that or Ricochet can't talk the way they want him to talk, where they go, here's this paper. You need to read all this. Rick, go out and read it. Can you read it? I can read. Great. Read all this. Memorize it. But I would never say this. We don't care. Just read it. That's WWE, baby. Pre-written, pre-rehearsed, produced, overproduced, rammed into their heads, recycled garbage. That's most every promo in WWE. Period. Random thought, but I honestly believe Phoenix is one of the top 5 or 6 wrestlers in the world. Hey, Toby, I respect your opinion, man. Do you think Sting will ever be cleared to do this Undertaker match? I don't. Cleared in terms of can he wrestle? I'm sure. I don't know. I can't say I'm sure he's fine. Is Sting okay to get around day to day in his life? Anytime I run into a guy that maybe hasn't worked in a while, or if I'm friendly with a wrestler, I'll often ask the question, "How do you feel?" Because I'm not because I want to write a column about it, just because I'm curious. How do you feel? Because a lot of these guys spend the rest of their days in pain. It's manageable pain. They've learned to live with it. But like Charles Barkley was talking about, his level of pain every day, he's got quite a bit of issues that he still hasn't fixed yet. But his quality of life's not bad. And wrestlers are the same way. The wear and tear you put on your body's not meant to withstand the wear and tear that these guys put on it in the daily grind, the weekly grind of a pro wrestling career. Same with NBA. I mean, can you imagine the wear and tear on your knees, your ankles, your feet? My God, dude. It's crazy. Brad, to my knowledge, NJPW is negotiating with. Supposedly they're not in a hurry, is what's supposedly been said, but they are in negotiations to get back on TV in the United States. Now, what that means, or where that's going to be, or who it's going to be with, I have no idea. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'll be glad when it happens. Rebecca says I'm fired up. Am I fired up today? Maybe I am. I'm in a fairly good mood, man. It's all good. Vince step back now. The XFL is in full swing. But, Will, to be honest, Vince is not a presence in XFL, from what I'm hearing. They're advertising SmackDown because it's Fox, but they're not even really talking much about WWE, if at all. And WWE's not really talking about XFL. And by the way, I'm still enjoying the games. I'm having fun watching them. I'm looking for the upset. Ricochet beats Brock. Shane's going to go with the wild card in this one. He's going to go with Ricochet. We'll see what happens, man. I'll be curious to see how it goes down. I'm not curious to see the show because I don't care about it. I'll tell you one thing. The production will be beautiful because WWE, if nothing else, can create a beautiful, outstanding level of production that no one else on the planet can match. Let's just be honest about it. So the set design, everything involved will, I'm sure, be amazing to look at. I've not seen Claire Brown yet, by the way. Claire, if you're out there listening, holler at your boy. That's what we here in the States say when we mean for you to give us your attention. But it's much more wordy to say, "Hi, would you please give me your attention?" Holler at your boy. Someone got mad on Twitter at Shayna Baszler for swearing. That's like being mad at Robert Downey Jr. for Iron Man dying. Larry, wow, great analogy. I love that. You know who else got mad at Shayna more than likely? WWE. Because they control everything that happens in that company. It's the truth, man. From the social media on down to everything they say, they do, how they say it, how they do it, why they say it, why they do it, where they say it, where they do it. It's WWE, baby. Full control, Jack. Full control. Crazy. Jenna says just randomly, I hate Hulk Hogan. We're in the midst of this conversation. Jenna just pops up. I really hate that guy. For some reason, Jenna sounds like Eastwood. I really hate that guy. Do you sound like Clint Eastwood, Jenna? Tell me the truth. Let's see. Brock versus Drew. Someone's calling. I don't know who you are. So we'll forget that call. And we're back. Brock versus Drew versus Ricochet WrestleMania, and Ricochet wins. I don't think you'd make that thing a triple threat. I think that'd be a bad move, dude. I'm just being honest. I don't think it's the right move to make, or whatever. Do you think he'll return to the ring? Billy, I've been asked the CM Punk question for pretty much God knows how many years. Kelly says, you hate WWE much, Mr. Tom. I don't hate anything. Okay, I hate a lot of stuff, but I don't hate WWE. I hate the garbage that they put forth and convince people is great pro wrestling, and convince people that it's what great pro wrestling TV should be. And they have fans who are lifelong fans who will never watch any of the product. And they have fans who are lifelong fans who believe the only product on the planet is WWE. I hate that because that's not cool. It's recycled storylines and storylines that make no point, have no point, make no sense, and don't go anywhere. That's what I hate. I hate bad television, which is why it's hard for me to watch Raw and come away from it being happy about anything, because it's some bad television. That's what I hate. So let's make it clear on what I hate, for real. I hate bad TV in general, but I especially hate bad pro wrestling TV. And WWE is guilty of a lot of bad pro wrestling TV. Straight up. It is for my extended car warranty. You're sure? Yeah, for sure. I have no doubt about it. Russell said $150 to meet Hulk Hogan WrestleMania weekend. Russell, if you want to meet me, I'll charge you like $10. Just buy me some coffee. Now, granted, I'm not Hulk Hogan, but $10 says I can take a better bump than he can. Now, that's some hate. Sorry. Would I want to meet? Oh, someone just asked, why would you want to meet Hulk Hogan? All right, baby. So let's talk about AEW Revolution. Right now, let's see. Let's talk about it. I'm looking. I thought I had it queued up here. Why aren't you cooperating? You know what I hate? You know what really grinds my gears? When technology does not cooperate. I hate that stuff. Alright. Right now, there's 2 matches showing? That can't be right. That can't be right. Just 2 matches showing? World Tag Team Championship match, Young Bucks versus Kenny and Hangman Page. And then AEW World Championship, Jericho versus Moxley. They're not advertising anything else. Let's fix that, shall we? Because I know there's more involved than that. Revolution card. Oh, card. You'd think I would have already written a column about this, but I haven't. I'm not exactly on back on a full-time writing schedule yet. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm doing a lot of my writing on highvelocitywrestling.com now. I'm the social media director of HVW. We're having our big second event of 2020 next Saturday, the same day as AEW Revolution. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. It's called HVW First Strike. I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm spending a lot of my time writing for the website and for the social media sites now. I'll get back to the other stuff in due time when I can, and I'm making progress, I feel like. Okay, we talked about the world title, the AEW title. Let's don't forget Cody versus MJF. This should be a good one. Dustin Rhodes versus Jake Hager. That'll be good as well. And as of, let's see, we're looking at probably Nyla Rose versus Rio. That's what I'm guessing, but I'm not sure. The way they set it up this past week, it looks like it might be Nyla Rose versus Chris Statlander and Big Swole. By the way, if you call yourself Big Swole and you're 5'4", even in the ladies division, I don't know if that's such a smart move, but hey, man, go with God, whatever you want to do. So, yeah. Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara. I'm sure that's going to be the match if they haven't booked it already. So there you go. I think that's what I got for you on AEW Revolution. How excited are you to see AEW Revolution? What are you thinking about that card? What are you thinking about that show, man? Good old JR is becoming grumpy old man. Oh, grumpy old JR on Twitter. Jenna, he's been grumpy old JR on Twitter. I got to be honest with you. Grumpy old JR. Your honest opinion if AEW could get on a Monday night, could it go to work? No, Billy, no. No. Guys, listen. Billy, this is not meant at you, my friend, okay? So don't take it that way. You guys have got it. Listen, the whole concept of AEW versus WWE is not, it's not real. It's manufactured. It's what we want. Now, I'm not saying that a level of competition doesn't exist, but it's a different kind of competition. It's not what you're thinking. It's not WWE versus WCW. It's not. It's 2 different things here, man. Yes, I'm sure AEW would like to be on the worldwide stage that WWE is, and yes, they're making great strides in that regard. And supposedly they're profitable because they're turning a profit. How in the world they're turning a profit already, I don't know, but supposedly they are. And that's great, and I love that for them. I'm happy for them too. There needs to be other companies out there doing well in this business, for sure. But listen, this whole idea of WWE versus AEW, WWE's not fighting anyone. I'm sorry, they're not. Unless the stock just plummets today, and by this time next week, they're seriously talking about selling the company to someone who doesn't know what they're doing, then you could talk to me about, are their days numbered? There's no chance right now. There's too much money. There's so much TV money coming in, dude. They could accidentally get it right and still, they could screw everything up and still make money from it. They could accidentally get it right and still keep fans or lose fans. It doesn't make a difference, dude. They are, I can't say they're bulletproof. I don't believe anyone's bulletproof. They're as close to bulletproof as you can possibly get. So no, I don't see anyone going head to head with. No, dude. Listen, anyone that's got that in their heads, get it out of your heads, man, if you can. If AEW went to war with Raw on the same night at the same time, AEW would get killed. Not because I want them to. Not because I believe I'm right about everything. Listen, he's such a know-it-all. That's not it. I'm just telling you like it is. AEW, for as fun as they are to watch, AEW, for as captivating as some of their characters are, and as interesting as some of their storylines are, and the production looks fantastic, dude, they can't compete with WWE in the same time slot, on 2 channels over. It's just not happening. It's not happening. I know what you're saying. They're beating NXT. What happened when NXT put the big names on the show? They killed them. There's a reason for that, folks. And listen, no one at AEW disagreed with me either. None of them would disagree with me at all. They'd say, Tom, absolutely, man. We're not looking for that fight. They shouldn't be looking for that fight at all, man. Do you hear my laptop? This thing's loud. It's trying to process all this. Bit, you're very late. I'm doing fine. How are you? Holger Kaltweiser? Did I pronounce your name correctly? Dude, in Germany. Sandy's in Germany. Say hello to Sandy in Germany. That's awesome. No, I've not got the new Diesel Pop. That's pretty cool, though. I might check it out. No, I've been looking for Claire. She's not here. Claire let me down, man. Brave versus Hogan at Mania. I don't know, brother. Brother! Sorry, can't help it. I don't know, man. Maybe. Do you want to see the ridiculous comments Val Venus made about... Yeah, Val Venus, man. What the heck, man? What are you doing, man? I guess he's trying to be funny, but he missed the mark totally. Got no business, got no place for that stuff anymore. Can I just be honest with you right now? I can't pretend to know the whole different lifestyle, alternative lifestyle becoming mainstream. I want to be a man, but I'm really a woman, but I'm really a man, but now I'm a woman. And I don't understand a lot of it, but guess what? The world doesn't hinge on whether or not Tom understands something, okay? It's not true. Oh, I think I went black. Have I gone black, folks? Looks like we've lost the stream. I think we've lost the stream. I think we have. Are we still here? Well, folks, if you're listening to the audio version of the podcast, you don't know that anything has happened. But as it stands right now, it looks like we have disappeared from the screen. So, anyway. Oh, we're back. We're back once again here on Facebook Live. See that it's a stupid garbage by these ignorant fans that want to see Hogan back in the ring or don't want to see. Doesn't mean he's going to go back to the ring. I'm tired of this garbage. Listen, Jason. Let's don't name call. Let's don't call stupid and ignorant, man. You're better than that. Let's don't do that. People want what they want. No, I don't understand it either. It is what it is. Anyway, sorry. I was making a point about things that are happening in the world. I don't understand a lot of it, but guess what? The world doesn't hinge on whether or not Tom understands anything. You know, what you want to do with your life is up to you. And I don't have the right to really sit back and make fun of you for it because I'm not in your shoes and I don't understand it. And that's a lesson I've had to learn over the past 3 months. Trust me when I tell you that. Everyone's telling me I'm okay, so apparently I just lost a visual on my end. God, technology, baby. Jeez. You can't see me. Maybe you can. Oh, it's so hot up here, man. I can't turn the fan on during the show because I've already got a crazy interference from the laptop right now because the thing's working overtime to keep all the technology running. Crazy. Okay, folks. So we have covered the card. We've covered Revolution. We have covered Super Showdown. We've talked about all that stuff. We are going to wrap up today's show with a little bit of talk about a company called High Velocity Wrestling. And hopefully the boss is okay with me plugging this. Because we do cover pro wrestling here on Wrestling Rumors, right? HVW is a locally owned and operated pro wrestling promotion based in Western North Carolina, owned by owner-promoter Gary Benfield. Also behind the scenes is myself, one Tom Clark, social media director of HVW. We've got our second big event of 2020 coming next Saturday, live from the HVW Arena in Fletcher, North Carolina. If you were in the Carolinas or even close to the Carolinas, please get your tickets, eventbrite.com. And just go to HVW First Strike, eventbrite.com. Follow us on Facebook. If you follow the page, you get all the updates. The guy writing all the social media stuff is myself. I'm writing all the blogs. I'm writing everything for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. That's me. That's your boy. All the videos with the HVW logo. I'm the guy doing all the work on the videos. We've got amazing talent from all across the state and from out of state as well. And it's been a fun ride, and we're just only getting started. So if you please haven't checked out HVW, please check it out. I love it. I'm having a blast. We got a long road ahead of us, but we're going to get there. We've got a vision of what we want the company to be, what we believe local pro wrestling can be here in the Carolinas, and we're working toward and making that vision a reality. So there's your bit of shameless self-promotion from yours truly to wrap up the show today. Let's take a few rapid-fire deals before we get out of here, a few rapid-fire points and questions before we split, and we'll call it a day here and wish everyone a good Friday. David Griffiths in Australia, who's still managing to stay awake, says, Hogan was my favorite wrestler as a kid. So there's a nostalgic part, but I don't think he should wrestle again. David, I did not grow up a WWE fan. I was not a Hulk Hogan guy. I was a Dusty Rhodes guy. I still am. I grew up with Jim Crockett Promotions, Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, Georgia Championship Wrestling from Florida. That's what I grew up with. And that was my jam, was the Mid-Atlantic territories. Lived here my whole life, and I just love it. And I love Dusty versus Rick and the Horsemen of Wahoo. Love me some Wahoo, and I just love the good old days of the sport. So Hogan was not my guy. I'm just telling you like it is. So Rebecca, thanks for watching, my dear. Thank you for hanging out. Sal says Angel Garza versus Leo Rush. Sal, by the way, thanks for hanging out, man. I'm sorry I don't acknowledge you that much. It's not done intentionally. I try to get to everyone. Yeah, I enjoyed that match. Well, Angel Garza is very good. And by the way, who does the better pants rip than is it Angel Garza or Tai Chi in New Japan? Who does the best one? Because I don't know. It's a close one. Tai Chi's is pretty. It's got a lot of production behind it. You know what I mean? Thanks, guys, for hanging out. If anyone's splitting right now, I appreciate it. Shayna beating Becky at Mania. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. You're only as good as your competition. Becky has not had fantastic competition. I think Asuka was the best challenger she's had to date. To be honest with you, Baszler is a great number 2 challenger. We'll see where it goes from here. Speaking of Dusty Rhodes, do you remember him as a heel when he? Oh, of course, the Rednecks. What do they call them? The Texas Rednecks, right? Of course I remember that. Toby, you're totally right, my friend. Toby, you're in this area, aren't you? Toby, aren't you in the Carolinas? Toby, you should totally come to the show, man. How come you're not becoming the shows? Toby, I think you are. Aren't you? Am I crazy? Maybe you're not, brother. If you're not, I'm sorry. All right, a couple more and we're going to get out of here. So who else we got right now? Who else? Anybody else want to chime in with something out there? We missed Claire today. Claire, hope you're okay. I'm actually going to message Claire when we get off here and make sure she's all right. Yes, sir. HVW is on Instagram. If you will give me 2 secs, I will give you all the deets on HVW. Do the kids still say deets? Well, this kid still says it. How about that? I don't know. I'm a kid at heart. Does that count? That's complete garbage. He talks that way. Me, evidently. You can find us on Facebook at High Velocity Wrestling, YouTube at High Velocity Wrestling, Instagram as well at High Velocity Wrestling, Twitter at HV Wrestling on Twitter. There is our social media hookups. So yes, Toby's in Southern Virginia. You're not too far, Toby. We got a tag team coming from Virginia, from your area. The Teller brothers are coming from Virginia. You should tag along with them. Come see the show. You're not too far. Of course, Dusty's Midnight Rider was classic, man. Classic. Acting like he wasn't. I don't know who this Midnight Rider is, but I'm not him, Daddy. I'm not the Midnight Rider. And the Midnight Rider goes, I don't know who this Dusty Rhodes is, baby, but I'm not the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. That's terrible. Everyone's got a Dusty impression. Most people butcher it. So I'm probably no different. All right, folks, we're getting ready to close out the show. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please be reminded, we're going to remind you right now, actually, please be mindful of the fact that we will not be here next week. Can you post HVW social media tags so you can find them after video? Anthony, you better believe it, pal. I will do that as soon as I wrap up the show here. Anthony, thank you for asking that question. I will post in the comments. Please be patient, okay, folks? That's all I got for you. Please be reminded, as we said before, we will not be here next week. Next week, we are heading up to Fletcher, North Carolina for HVW First Strike on Friday, so please stay tuned for that. Should be a good show. We hope that we hope that everyone out there enjoyed the show today. Please come back 2 weeks from now for another edition of the main event. This has been Tom Clark on Wrestling Rumors. We got to thank everybody out there for listening. Thank you for listening and downloading the show. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time on Tom Clark's Main Event.